3,000 kilometers from Taiwan lies Malaysia, which is separated between West Malaysia and East Malaysia. The states Sarawak and Sabah are situated on the Borneo Island. At the southwestern tip of Sarawak lies the capital Kuching. As we dig deeper into the jungles of Kuching is our site, the Semongo Wildlife Center. Situated next to the seed bank, both units operate under the Sarawak Forestry Corporation. After a 2-minute drive, we reach the orangutan feeding observation platform.
If we lay it down, lay it deep, then we can build high. If all we see are the ruins of our past, we can take the rubble and rebuild and build high. What came before helps the new, helps gather our tools used to build high up with you. Light up for you. Light up. Light up for me. Light up.
We spent a significant amount of time analyzing our site. We began our research based on keywords such as Kuching, forest, and orangutan, and eventually broke the information down to weather, haze, and deforestation. Kuching has a tropical rainforest climate, warm and rainy year-round. However, Kuching is a victim of the Southeast Asian haze. The haze is due to slash and burn practices in Indonesia. During dry season, the southwest monsoon carries the haze from Indonesia to Malaysia. The repercussions include deaths more than 100,000, respiratory illnesses, and pollution index skyrocketing. Burned land can be sold at a higher price illegally and eventually used for activities like palm oil plantation. This is especially alarming because these events occur in Sundaland, a biogeographically enriched region in Southeast Asia. Now let's take a closer look at Borneo, a giant island in Southeast Asia's Malay archipelago. Borneo is shared by Brunei, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And here is Kuching, the capital of Sarawak. The forests of Borneo are among the most biologically diverse habitats on Earth, home to the orangutans. But these rainforests are being cut and degraded for palm plantation, endangering the local biolife. In 2010, over half of protected tropical rainforests were cut down to supply global timber demand. As seen on the graph, the protected areas of primitive rainforests remaining in Borneo are decreasing exponentially. Consequently, the Bornean orangutan is critically endangered. Bornean orangutan populations have declined by more than 50% over the past 60 years, in correlation to deforestation. 3 subspecies of Bornean orangutan are recognized. Our Semongo site in Kuching houses the Pongo pygmaeus species, endemic only to that region. Based on our analysis, we have come up with several concepts. Our process includes hypothesizing, designing, and concluding. It was raining heavily both the times we visited Semongo, and the possibility of spotting orangutans depend on the fruit season. There are 2 available hours to visit the center. Each time slot offers an hour observation with the orangutans. While needing to be accessible to humans and catering to the orangutans, the site is located where the city overlaps with the forest. So, how do we design the architecture? Our initial idea was to build a canopy over the forest, as if slicing the forest away from the haze. But then, we also created a caged forest, which is not what we intended. We decided that our design should be a light-weighted structure that hovers among all trees. An air-purifying shield would generate a green zone in that area behind. Instead of slicing, we now protect a piece of the forest. We chose the main feeding platform as our site. It's logical to design it as a circular form, making the surrounding views available in all directions. When the haze strikes, our platform will create a green zone. One thing that we observed during our site visit is that orangutans prefer ropes over the vines while feeding. In the Spider-Man movie, Peter made a huge spiderweb drawing in his victims. So this got us thinking, could we also use this concept to draw in wild orangutans? The feeding platform is the main drawing force of the wild orangutans. Connect the platforms with ropes to create a spiderweb, encouraging orangutans to maneuver by this means. Intertwine the spiderwebs to create a system where orangutans can start a community around. Build a viewing structure for humans to watch while the orangutan community strive in their natural habitat. There are only two types of zoos at the present. The traditional zoos where humans watch animals in cages, and the safari, where caged humans chase after animals. Our zoo safari intends to break the zoo stereotype, with two species living in harmony, sharing the wild nature. Malaysia has one of the biggest GDP in Southeast Asia, boasting its economic advancement with landmarks such as the Twin Towers. At the same time, it is one of the most corrupt governments, with a long history of manipulating East Malaysians' resources. In the year 2012 alone, Malaysia is the single largest country with the highest forest loss, toppling its runner-up Paraguay by twofold. The advancement of Malaysia would be fine had it been equal among all states. But Sarawak is one of the most impoverished states in Malaysia. We hope by taking a stance in our design, locals eventually appreciate the importance of primitive forests in Sarawak. In return, they will strive to protect this land, our home.